weird. I have two different conversations going on. All right, this is
What is the
good.
explanation of two spades? Can you just put your mouse over that?
Yeah, buddy. Invitational spades.
Invitational. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to
I know, I
win
know.
that. Apologies.
That's all right.
I'll make it up to you. So you're gonna get Jadon and Michael, by the way. So
That's fine. That's
they'll
perfect.
be
Thank
coming in.
you.
It'll be awesome. And then I will come in, and I when I have three, I usually just kind of sit in the background and not do much. So come on, come on, come on. Get this over here. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Get me the hell out of that. Okay. Oh, good. Get him out of there. What the frick happened there? Oh, sorry, Adam. I had to redo both chats. I've had this up for like 40 minutes. Just
Yeah,
kind
no
of
worries.
crazy.
Don't worry.
There we go. Okay, there we go. There's chat, 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 chat. Whatever. I guess I didn't even have to do this yet. Okay, there's this. There we go. All right, let's push you live. In fact, we might be live actually. Hey, we're live on Twitch. If we are, if you can hear me, folks, just setting up the screens here. I'm gonna dump off for just a second, and we'll be joined with a few other people here. Adam, take it away, buddy.
Thanks, Rob. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. I can't see your comments on Rob's page, so I apologize in advance about that. However, I will do my best to give you some good commentary. Um, so this hand, East-West, nickel and cats are in four spades on the ace of clubs lead, which was probably a welcome sight for declarer. Um, yo, what's going on, Michael? He's connecting now, so I don't know whether he'll be able to hear us yet, but just let me know if you can hear Michael.
You can keep talking shit about me.
Okay, keep hacking shit. Okay. So in this one, Declare is in four spades. It looks like he's going off. Um, yeah, he's just got two hard losers now. So this will be down one. West opened a standard diamond with 4-4-3-2, like 11, and East bid two spades, which they're playing as natural and invitational, I guess. And then West with four card spade support and a minimum bid four spades, which seems like maybe a lot non-vol, but I don't really know their style or their methods. They know they have 10 trumps, but the opponents aren't in the auction. Maybe they could have been, maybe West could have invited. I mean,
Mm.
he found the ace of clubs on side, and it was still not a good game at all. I mean, he needed the I mean, unless there was some end play potential here, I don't really know. Not really without missed defense or something super lucky, it looks like. But yeah, this is just down one and there's no end play in the hard suit.
No. Looks like it's gonna be a push anyway.
Push anyway. Okay, well, what were they in the other board?
They're playing four spades in the other room as well.
Four spades in the other room. This is a bit surprising that Declare played a low heart rather than I guess they were playing for a stiff honor somewhere rather than ace in a heart, but whatever. Um okay, four spades down one was a push. Do you know the other room's auction, Michael?
Yeah, so they opened a club and it was transferred to spade,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Jump to two
was
spades.
an overcall with two clubs, and West bid two spades showing a four card support. So now he's just big game.
It's just big game.
Yeah, which I guess it's not that strange considering his partner open and bid two spades showing a four card support, happen to just have a minimum.
Have you seen this method before of a diamond past two spades as showing like a natural invite?
I mean, I have seen it, but it's really, really rare.
I think that there's some idea I don't know if this is the basis. I've heard of like a diamond two spades is like what, like weak, like 4 to 8 or 4 to 9, so that you can go a diamond one spade, one no two spades, and partner knows you have only five. I've heard of this, but the invitational variety, I don't know that I've seen it as much. I guess like a lot of people do a hard pass two spades is wide ranging. I guess it's a similar theme, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. So North South Brad and Joe here are playing two different systems. They play precision when they're non-vulnerable, and 2/1 when they're vulnerable. And the
Isn't
basis for yeah,
it, isn't don't they play strong club when opponents are vulnerable, I think.
um, you
And
might be
vice
right about that. I have
versa.
to, you know what? I'm gonna pull up their convention card.
Mm.
Give me a second.
Because I feel like that makes more sense to play a different system when
Well, I
the
thought it was based off of their opening bid structure because their opening bids are sound when they're vulnerable, so they're opening like random hands, so therefore it makes sense to play a strong club.
yeah. I see what you mean.
But let me just look up their precision when non-vulnerable and in fourth seat any vulnerability.
Okay, so it was based on their own vulnerabilities. That's
Their
great.
own vulnerability, yeah, because they're opening trash hands and they want their partner to, to know when they
Yeah,
have a real hand. So
certainly do open trash hands. I've seen so many.
yeah. Well, it's usually an effective strategy for them. I've seen Brad already earlier this match in the first segment. He fielded one. He defended four clubs undoubled with like a balanced 13 count, and
Oh
his
yeah,
partner
I
was
saw
spade.
that now.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was impressive. But that is like it explains they know what they're doing.
Very good pair. Okay, so what do we have here, Michael? A diamond double, one heart was a transfer to spades, and West said double. North
Yeah,
passed, and East gave a kind of courtesy two heart bid. I've got a minimum and four hearts. What do you want to do?
it was a,
And now,
quite a heavy two heart bid if it shows a minimum. I mean, I
what's he
guess
got? How much does he got? He's
16.
got 16. Yeah,
Pretty trash 16, but still.
yeah. So now, Joe bid three clubs, which in a modern expert style should probably be interpreted as like just to play because if he had a super good hand, he would be doubling or doing something else.
Brad
But
open line, but his hand is just keeps growing and growing.
yeah, Brad's got four cards support for clubs, but is it the right stuff? He's got good controls. It could be the right stuff that he passes. And how did North South do? Okay, they make about four clubs, it looks like. Maybe
And
less. Trump
Ralph,
lead.
I suppose Ralph is going to take another bid. It's quite heavy. So might push them to four clubs, but four clubs shouldn't be a problem as the diamonds are coming in. Okay, he passed. So I guess three clubs shouldn't be an issue to make.
What's
We
Nick
need,
gonna lead here?
so what is he going to lead? I guess he will just probably lead a
Probably
heart.
a heart, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Josh.
How are you doing? Sorry I'm late.
It's
Hey, how are
okay.
This is my co-commentator.
Hello.
you?
Hello.
I
Are you a
assume
bridge player as
he's
well?
better than you.
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I do have the coloring book though.
Yep. But watch this. Who's the biggest cheater ever in bridge? You know the name? Who is it?
That one you did the documentary on.
What's his name?
Uh,
L? Low?
Lowtown Fisher.
There you go.
That's a good start.
All right. So sorry. I'll see what's
So
happening.
Nick got off to a Trump lead here, which looks like it was a good lead. And Declare's going to try to just rough as many spades in hand as possible or in the dummy.
That's a pretty good lead. Really good
Yeah,
on
it was. So Declare is going to win the Trump return in hand, rough a spade, come to the Queen of Diamonds, rough another spade, and then play a heart.
probably won't matter, right? Because you do have a diamond entry, and then a jack of diamonds coming down, so the 10 of diamonds will be an entry, and then you can just keep roughing and cross roughing, right? So in the end, I don't think it matters because you have just so many entries.
Hmm.
You have to cash ace of diamonds before playing a diamond to the queen. So you know you can cash all the diamonds before taking the last spade rough. No doubt that Joe will find that play. Oh, he
But
played.
he unblocked the 10. Okay.
I don't know why he did that. Because he has to take a spade rough anyway. Oh, okay, so he's sure can do that way also.
That was good if East had 9 doubleton instead of Jack doubleton.
But I mean, doesn't matter. You're just gonna enter the dummy with a spade rough anyway.
Right.
So looked like to me that he was taking a practice finesse. Suppose he knew it, like the whole shape from a nickel anyway, with a bidding. Knew he had a singleton club and no 5-card major.
Right.
Everything going okay, gentlemen?
Everything's perfect.
I will be back shortly.
Great, take your time.
I didn't realize Rob was here.
He sort of is.
He's thinking this through, but this doesn't really matter what he does.
I'm surprised Joe hasn't claimed. He's the type of guy who would claim at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a double swing because he made 2 hearts in the other row. Wonder how the auction was. I guess Steve did not open the 10 count like Joe and Brad do on every hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what happened. Steve didn't open, so Marty got to open a no trump, and after Stayman, they played 2 hearts. Okay, it's a good start for Fleischer team.
You make a lot of tricks and clubs. You guessed everything.
So what would be your decision as South here over 1 heart double?
I mean, if it was spades, I would be more worried, but in hearts, I just bang in 4 hearts and hope I survive. Every time I beat 4 spades, I just get doubled.
If you were trying to be scientific, would you be well, yeah, he's playing precisions in the seat, so he just bid 4 hearts.
I guess if you want to show it like,
I guess I would show a mixed raise.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. 3 low looks pretty awful.
So East will double again, and West will probably bid 5 clubs. And that's probably the right contract. North might save with no clubs.
Mm.
What's the vulnerability? I don't see where it is.
Oh,
And
white.
no.
I mean, North would go down quite a lot if they saved.
Yeah,
Probably
so
wrong, Rich.
what loses
I wonder if they have methods here to say I want to bid 5 hearts. If he doubles, doesn't mean I want to bid 5 hearts, but I'm just not doing it just in case.
They're playing precision on this hand, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think when I played this style that I see he alerted double. It says I want to bid 5 hearts. That's a very common precision agreement. I want to bid 5 hearts, but just in case you were joking around with your 4 heart bid. And now Joe has a problem because he has a balanced hand, but he does have 5 hearts.
I mean, Joe is just never gonna take a bid. That's king and one in clubs.
Yeah, now this auction has given away the club position basically.
Yeah.
So they're very likely to make an over trick.
I'm not sure what I think about the double from Brad. I'm just like, even if, let's say we bid 5 hearts, am I ever gonna escape for less than 300?
Maybe. I mean, we don't know what 4 hearts was based on. Maybe
Yeah,
partner has the ace of spades. I don't know.
or they could have a space, which would be probably the best card, obviously.
North was hoping for the king of spades instead of the king of clubs or something like that. It might go down for that one then.
But let's
But
say
also,
king of spades instead of king of hearts, you just lead a spade and you go down in 5 clubs. You don't
right,
want.
that's the thing. You don't know how many tricks you have against 5 clubs, and there might be a spade trick or two, and there might be a diamond trick or two. And 5 hearts might be expensive, like you say.
Yeah, it just feels like I have a good lead against 5 clubs. If queen of spades hit, it's good because I'm probably beating 5 clubs. If it doesn't hit, I don't want to bid 5 hearts. That's what I would feel. That's how I would think, I think.
Hmm. Right.
Well, they had a hard time saving this board anyway. Outer room got to play 4 hearts.
Hmm. So now he'll definitely get clubbed, right? North double is saying they want to bid 5 hearts is basically advertising the void.
Yeah. So that would be 11 imps for nickel.
So the
650.
double,
A much
double itself
needed
didn't
11
cost.
imps for nickel.
Yeah.
Who had the seed in this set? Do we know?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can you see the seat somewhere?
On the USBF website. Because I was just thinking, this is probably the right way for Nick and Ralph to line up.
Against Joe and Brad.
Whenever I play with Larry, I always prefer to play against Joe and Brad. Just there's so much randomness that we might as well just add more randomness,
Right. I would just feel like they are that kind of pair who knows how to slaughter like less good opponents.
And they can slaughter great opponents too.
Absolutely, no doubt. And they can slaughter themselves. I've seen that many times.
They're a very good pair when they're on. Okay, we're gonna lead another diamond up. The spade's gonna go away.
So the double cost like 4 imps. They were going to go minus 400 in 5 clubs, only making 5.
So
if
they
North
made
double.
an over trick here.
Right, so the double cost, the contract being doubled plus a trick. But it wasn't really that expensive because their teammates are minus 100 anyway.
Yeah, I guess it cost like, what is it, 4 imps, the
Yeah.
double.
So how would the auction have gone if South made a mixed raise?
I assume North would not be too keen to bid over 5 clubs then.
Right, probably North would bid 4 hearts and East would double anyway. But then
Anyway, what's happening here?
All right, Nick Nickel with a 1 club opener. We're gonna see a 1 spade overcall.
Anyone keen for a no trump on Nickel's hand?
I mean, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
that would have
Third hand favorable.
I do want a club lead, and I do have both majors though, so that's a point for opening a club.
Also, you preempt the whole auction by opening a no trump. I'm normally not in favor of opening a no trump if I have some sort of a singleton honor, but third hand, don't let North get into with a cheap overcall.
he opened a no trump, they'd get to 3 no trump for sure, and it doesn't look like it plays all that well. The hearts don't break, the clubs don't break. Diamonds kind of come in, but you don't have enough entries.
What's he gonna do over 2 diamonds? This is uncomfortable. I guess he's probably just gonna bid 2-0.
Yeah, sort of emulated.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the preemptive style, but Seems like you should just try to stop as quick as possible.
Can he pass 2 diamonds?
Maybe. Well, they're pretty sound pair, right? I think that would apply to their openings and their preempts.
It just
Yeah,
feels
the only
like two
fear, I
diamonds.
guess, is that partner. Yeah, he did pass 2 diamonds.
Just feels like 2 diamonds could you just play better than 2 no.
Yeah,
And-
this is not how Brad expected the auction to go.
Yeah.
He's wondering where all the hearts are in the deck. Well, for sure, Joe would have a bunch of them with not a very good hand.
So it's going to start spade, 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 and Declare's probably going to take a shake.
You sure? I think Brad might switch to a heart.
He might.
Try to open up the communication into the defense.
The heart would be a very strong play, I think. If you go spade, 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 you know you're giving them 2 discards as you get a ref.
Also, when you see the dummy, you just pray for the declare not having the queen of clubs. Can't get to his hand if you play a heart.
I mean, it's likely Declare probably has king jack of diamonds. You know they have queen of spades. So to make their 2 diamond bid, it seems
He
like
is going to go spade, spade, spade. If he was going to shift to a heart, he would have done it a trick 2 for sure.
Yeah. Other room are
Yes.
playing 3-no, by the way.
He did go spade, 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 with the idea that now he wants his partner to shift to a heart.
Hmm.
North almost completely knew Declare's high cards, right? Probably queen of spades, king jack of diamonds, and ace of hearts. If it was queen of clubs, it would be an opening bid. Or if it didn't have ace of hearts, it wouldn't really be a 2 diamond bid.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to sit there and see all 52 cards, but it just felt like you should have switched it to a heart.
Now, if he thinks
He's
of
going to have
playing
to
the
be
ace,
pretty careful, though, to not play a second heart.
but if he thinks to play the ace of diamonds, then the jack of spades won't even get reffed.
Yeah.
It's interesting. King of hearts, cash the diamond, and then try to enter the hand with ace of hearts. It's not gonna do well.
If the other table got to 3-no trump, maybe they opened 1-no trump, because then East would just have a game bid.
Yeah, on the other table, they actually open on the east hand. So that's how they got it.
But of course.
I feel older every day I watch this kind of bridge.
I agree. I've actually not been joining that 10 count opening stage yet.
Yeah, I'm still working my way through 11 for a few years. Then I'll get to 10. So Claire doesn't exactly know the shape because clubs could be either thing. So for all Declare knows, out there's queen 10 of diamonds.
Should probably cash ace king of clubs before committing anything further.
Yeah.
But those are my entries for my Trump coup.
Well, I think they're probably hoping it's just queen 10 double 10 diamond because they really don't know the full shape.
Yeah.
It would be simpler anyway. I'm sure there's a trump coup anyway. Like, let's say you went heart to the ace and it lived, and you go ace king and rough a club. You exit with the heart, you still have king, jack, and 9 of diamonds. So
Yeah.
North would get his queen. Although I'd be thinking about it for sure, but it doesn't quite work out.
But from this point, it doesn't really matter how he plays. He will just make the contract, right?
Yeah, I guess the defense gets a heart or a ref and the queen of diamond.
Yeah.
Well, now doesn't he have a problem now? Oh, I see. Because the jack of spades is still good, he'll be okay. He
Yeah.
roughs his play diamond.
Well, if he roughs this and cash the king of diamonds, he will go down, right? I mean, no. I mean, if he cashed king of, yeah, no, he would just play king of diamonds and a diamond.
Right. This is making two. But it really is more important how 3-0 trump does, and it looked like it was going to be difficult to make, I think.
Yeah, it was a spade lead from North from ace king fifth, but the spades were blocked. But I mean, you don't have any tricks, so I guess it's, yeah, we'll just go.
Spade, 2 hearts, 2 clubs, and 2 diamonds.
Yeah. And a spade on the lead.
Right, spade 2, 1, 2, 2, 3 up to 7. The diamonds are friendly, but if you don't have the entries to take advantage of it. All right.
So what do we do?
No trump by West. Depends if North has something they might pass.
Would you, if you could? Red.
Well,
If I
North
would-
is favorable.
Oh,
North
wow.
is favorably, right?
What
Oh
was
yeah,
even
South
if-
open a diamond. Of course. How could you not
Yeah.
see that coming?
I should have seen it. You know, in the match, we played against Fleischer in the second round, and one hand Joe passed out a 14 count. He's like, partner didn't open. He doesn't have 9. He did a different hand. He invited opposite an opening bid with a 14 count, and they stopped, and they didn't have game. Good one, a 5-4.
It's just a
Oh.
different game.
That's the style. So now Nick will still overcall a no trump. I don't know in this style. I guess North is probably not supposed to double, but I don't have any experience with this. To me, it looks like a double, but not if we're opening 9 counts, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'll probably just play one. Okay. So how's this gonna go? It's
Interesting.
outside, or it's hard to see. Declare's gonna be stuck in their hand for the whole thing. I mean, they might lead a club and win the queen.
Yeah.
But what will they even do when they're in dummy? Take a losing heart finesse or something?
It's like you have to go for the diamond or something at some point.
Yeah. Just seems like the defense has easy plays to set up their clubs. Heart to North. Declare is tough plays. So what is 2 hearts? Is he transferring to spades?
Yeah, it says it shows spades.
Interesting. But he really wanted to get out of one no trump. He's taking the chance of a 4-2 fit.
That is some risky business.
I'm surprised he didn't have at least some like 2-suited way to run.
Yeah.
Maybe to show clubs and spades or something. I mean, if you belong in diamonds, it's kind of too bad. They open. Well,
Yeah,
they play
exactly.
precision, actually. Who knows?
Maybe he's just figuring that they'll have a hard time doubling 2 spades because it's game.
Yeah, that's true. And you have the 10 of spades, which helps a little if the fit's not very good.
I mean, I suppose Joe is just going to give up. He's happy hoping his 9 count.
Well, this is probably a better contract than one no trump, I think, because at least you can rough some tricks. So, what do you play now? Oh, none of the plays even look very good.
I suppose he'd have to play a trump.
Yeah.
Especially as he's seeing 4 spades in dummy and 2 out of 4 card suits. And knowing
Yep.
Joe open diamond, I guess he knows that Declare has 4 hearts, probably 4 diamonds, maybe 3. but-
Which trump are you gonna play?
I said
just
play.
play the club.
Trumps were interesting because if you play the 9, 10, jack ace, the 7 prevents defense from leading another one.
The club is gonna be more effective now.
Yeah.
When you declare and North just plays a club without much thinking at trick 2, it just sort of feels like the king is over the queen. So I can see why he withheld it.
I mean, but it's not clear you're benefiting from playing low.
Right.
Should have played a quick low here, Brad.
Think he'll be
So now-
content to have a club exit. Let his partner start releasing some hearts, maybe.
Mm.
If he was going to play a trump now, he might as well have done it 2 tricks ago.
It felt like there was a situation where he should have played a trump.
Low would have probably worked best because probably they would put in the 10.
Yeah. Okay, so they went one down in 3-0, so Nick will pick up 4 imps.
I'm expecting the 10 of clubs here next.
I think you're right. Yeah, it's like if you're playing a trump, why didn't you just do it before the club? So now he does play a trump. Interesting.
But
Maybe he was hoping for South to have a singleton club or something. I don't know.
question is what Nick is going to do now. I mean, I guess he's the one who has to open up the heart suit now.
Well, if he believes this denies the king or jack of spades, then North just
He
needs
could
the king of
he could
hearts
play
to
the
double.
10 and then duck it.
I assume he thinks that Joe has a king of hearts the whole time. Maybe not actually.
No, Brad kind of needs it for his double, right? If he has nothing in spades.
Yeah.
You could play the 10 and duck it, but then you lose your club rough, right? Or you're not. He'll play ace queen of hearts. And then the clubs are a low club. 1.
Not that low.
Yeah.
I was going to try to catch the queen of clubs or something.
And then the 7 of spades really matters.
Yeah.
Kind of a gross spot for Joe. 4, 5, 6. Can't beat it.
I guess he can't he? We'll say if he ruffs with a 6.
No, I thought he threw a heart and now he throws another heart on the next club.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I was thinking if he ruffed that with a 6 of spades, and he goes hard to the king, ruff over ruff. He played club, he can ruff with the king of spades, give partner a low diamond. Maybe that would work. I don't
It's
know.
interesting too. So if he plays a club and throws a heart and they rough, Claire can't really do anything. They're running out of tricks. You have king 6 over the queen 5. They try to rough any more hearts.
Yeah,
Are they even getting another trick?
with queen of hearts.
Cover. So just over roughed it.
Now
The
he's just
diamond,
giving-
another rough. Yeah, Declare's just out of trick. So this is down 2, I think.
I'm back, people. What sort of controls we need? Talk to everybody. Welcome Twitch. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Michael Rimstead. I've been looking forward to this all day. Hello,
How are
sir.
you doing?
What
Good to
ti-
see you.
What time is it over there?
It's 11:30.
Thank you for staying up with us, my friend.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to bed for another 3 hours or something.
Would you like to jump in on a broadcast with Gavin, myself, and G in the morning?
In the morning? You mean like?
Our morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, you mean tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like evening.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Are we saying? This is the G?
The G might drop. Not for. She's gonna drop in for like 20 minutes and say hi and talk about the people
Wow.
on the team. Just give a little bit of flavor. I think that's a
I
good.
don't know that Michael can resist that one.
That's what I'm saying. I figured I can drop that in there and maybe entice Michael for another session.
Well, the thing is, I have to disappoint you. I have to go to the local bridge club tomorrow.
Oh, that's too
Oh.
bad.
I can actually join for the last 2 sets. I will be home for that.
All right,
But not
cool.
the-
Cool.
I don't want to miss this because
Getting
it's
it
so
rough
cool.
with the 6 of spades over the 5.
Yeah, the 6 over the 5 and the 8 over the 7 was really funny ending.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8 in order.
Oh, so that was a push. I played a no trouble going down 2 in the other room.
So this is this is kind of my first bridge of the day, guys. I've kind of had a working day today, so have you been sweating the action and seeing some good stuff? Looks super close right now.
Yeah.
I was
Already.
watching earlier. There was a 6-6 hand from the second
Oh,
segment
really?
where both declares were 6-6 in the black suits. Very interesting four spade hand. If you get a minute, you should take a look.
I will take a look at that. Maybe we'll do a little analysis of that at a later time as well.
It was
Yeah.
interesting both from the declarer's point of view and the defender's point of view.
Yeah. It was.
This will go all past Ralph to bid something, but I don't think it's his style when he's vulnerable here. He's on the
Facing a past hand partner, it seems wrong.
so club lead to the king, cleric, and diamond 4 or 5. So both the defense
Yeah, I
and
guess.
2 aces. So 1, I think.
Well, I mean, the diamond spots are a little awkward.
Yeah, they're blocked.
And I'll keep you guys abreast of the action at the other table as well, as I'm sure you guys might be looking at also. And welcome to all of our viewers across both platforms. We got Twitch, we got YouTube. We probably have some Swedish streaming service taking all of Michael's stuff down and just putting it right on the internet.
Yeah, the diamonds are blocked, but the club's Claire also has spots over the defense.
So
Where he
East West are using Rusino leads against no trump.
Yeah,
10
So
is
the
showing
10
the jack.
if the 10 goes to the king, and later anyone plays a club, the 7 will be a stopper after the queen wins. The declarer actually has 3 club stoppers.
And if we haven't announced at the other table, we have Weinstein, Levin sitting north and south, and Martel Fleischer west and east, respectively. No bad lineups in this match, guys. Michael, have you qualified for the? Are you playing for Sweden in the World Championships, or?
Yeah,
You-
I'm qualified for Buenos Aires.
Okay, so maybe we should redact some of our better players' decisions, just so you can't kind of get a read on it. Is there a way we can do that, guys?
I'm doing a lot of analysis here.
Yeah.
Well, you've played a bunch
What's-
of bridge
what's
against
Ola
these
doing?
guys as well, right?
Definitely, many times.
This is espionage.
Exactly, it's bridge espionage here. But we're happy to have you. You've played a little bit with the guy below me too, right? You played with Adam Grossack a bit. And
I
Zach.
haven't. I
Have we-
can't
have we-
recall playing with him anytime. It's been my brother playing with him twice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay,
true.
that's right. It was. I just remember one event. It was Ola and Adam and Michael and Zach, and I think
Yeah, it's
Zach and
true.
Michael won that event.
Yeah.
I believe.
Did he pay you to bring that up on the stream?
No, I just
Were you
know.
paid to bring that up?
I just want to have him
Someone-
back at least one more time.
Okay.
Someone
Yeah.
have to take Zach, right?
That's
That's
right. Michael can't be a real spy. That's right, because his sisters are playing for the U.S. in the mixed/women. So
So how do you feel about that, Michael? Let's get the scoop about having both your sisters play for the United
yeah,
States.
and win world
What's your-
championships for the United States as well. Let's be
What's
clear.
your thought process on that?
I mean, honestly, what can I say? It's their decision, and I haven't really reflected it being like anything. I mean, it's positive for them, their life.
And you
I
like
don't-
hanging
I
out
wanna-
at their pool in the wintertime, probably a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to come back to that, but I do want to point out that Nick Nickel did duck the Jack of Diamonds,
Technical error, right?
which solved Declarer's diamond blockage problems.
I guess that is. I'm not going to call it like lack of focus, but I mean, it's those small little details that can matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially at this stage, right? Every little, and it's, I feel, I mean, not that I hope everybody plays well, first of all, but I also hope for like kind of a close match. You know, you're hoping everybody plays well, and it really is, exciting, but it seems to be trending in that direction.
So Brad is getting involved with the hard spots here. It looks like he now has 2 hard tricks per force, with the
Yeah.
Jack and 9 coming down.
Other table 9 total tricks, one of Trump making 3.
That seems like a lot of tricks.
That was a lot of tricks. Was that a right claim? I mean, they are doing the claim, so I guess so. I don't know what happened.
Well,
Maybe they let a heart, and that was not as good of a start or something.
Well, it was the 10 of club lead, Jack of diamonds, which was duck. No, he took the king. So what happened then? Heart, cashed ace of clubs, and played Jack of spades, cover.
Oh, so the 9 of spades became an entry or something?
Right, now they had a bunch of No, so what happened? Is that right?
All right. So one swing. Yeah.
One inch. But matrix kind of seemed like a lot, so 9 was very impressive.
Yeah. So we've been doing this pretty much every broadcast that I do, at least. Who are we sweating in this match? Meaning, next hand, or if we find a bad hand, we can always back out. But who do we want to sit with and just make their decisions with them? Which of these sickos you want to get in the mind of is the question I'm giving you.
usually the answer is Brad Moss.
Really? I was thinking Joe, but maybe Brad is the right answer. You guys
Well,
know.
because Joe is so freaking crazy that I just want to know how Brad is going to field his bids.
That's what I'm saying. You get to get in both their heads when you pick one. But I would definitely take a vote for Brad. Jadon, you have any preference? Both tables are in play if you want.
I played just a little with both of them,
Good.
and I would say Brad was much harder to predict.
I can say I've actually played with both of them. Joe, when I moved to New York, I had to fill in for the money game, and I sat across from Joe. I hadn't played bridge in 20 years. I had a nice 16 count with like 5 spades, and I opened a spade. And we end up getting to the wrong spot. Joe loses some money and just looks at me and goes, "Yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore." I'm just like, okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the lesson. Sorry for the loss.
So does Ross have like a 4
Rob,
diamond bid here? He's got such
We
a good
played
hand.
together, Rob, one time.
Absolutely. We had a nice day at the Cavendish, right?
Just 65 balls.
Yeah, something like that.
65, 66.
That felt great. Yeah.
I've got you beat for sure. I played with Rob in like 1997 or something.
I mean, I know I might have even not even been playing bridge then. It was way before that.
Any
Seriously.
suggestions what you would do here on Raf's hand?
It looks like, I was thinking 4 diamonds, right? He has such a good hand without a clear suit to bid.
Yeah, I was thinking 4
But
diamonds.
there's
also.
always temptation to just float it against these guys and just
Yeah.
make them pay and lead a trump and say, what's happening?
Yeah.
It's
That would
crazy
work
how
pretty
often that works actually. When you have like no bid but a bunch of points, you just float it.
Well, here you get 3 hearts
did
and
bid
2
4
clubs and a
diamonds.
spade. No, yeah, that's it, right? 3 hearts
Yeah,
and a club and a spade.
But you're just making 4 hearts also, so I mean, it's yeah, you're gaining 2 imps for passing.
I do really like the idea of the pass, though. I wouldn't have expected Ralph to do it. I think he's a
I
little
would
more
have
cautious.
expected
pretty
Zach
interesting.
Rosak to do it.
Yeah.
Is that
I mean, if
just an
Declare had, like-
the unexpected situation in general anyway?
If you put one of North spades, it's one of South spades with North and one of North clubs with South, you get 800. Easy to imagine.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the diamond rough, yeah.
That's a set ripper.
So 4 hearts looks like a pretty good contract at a glance. You could just lose the 2 diamond or anything else happening, really.
Cards are behaving quite nicely.
Wonder
Clubs as well.
what the contract Rafi is considering since he hasn't passed yet. Okay, there it passed.
There it is. Other room efforting the auction at this point also. And also, for those of you, just a couple questions we had in the chat. Didn't have any broadcast this morning. We did, certainly. We're always on the USBF Twitch, so you can always find us there. But I had a little bit of work to do, but now I'm free until the end of the open trials. And we're going to have some great commentators. I find it hard to believe we can improve on the commentators we have right here, right now.
But we can.
Of course, yeah, we had 2 more people. No Zach.
You can improve
Rosa.
easily. Just get Zach and Ola. No,
Just get Zach. Nola.
Well, it will all be a Zach show if he's joining.
Yes.
You can why don't you call Larry? See if Larry's available for commentary.
Well, wait. Here's my poll: Would Zach show up with sunglasses on in the Zoom? Like, do you think that would be the case? I think that, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and also,
think
just real quick, was someone's thanking everybody in the chat and all the great commentators. Yes, Larry as a commentator would be awesome. Someone says for sure. And can I also say thank you so much to Ewan McNay if you're out there. I'm sorry we don't get a lot of math done in our broadcast, but You have been a great help to this entire event, and thank you for running the stream when I can't. Really appreciate it.
You weren't there yesterday. He did a
Thank
very
you, and
good job.
He's
Very
amazing, and it just I can't tell you how like wasted, tired I was after several days or a couple days of just every one. So it's nice to have a break, and Ewan does such a great job.
You're gonna hide all the hands except one of them? Are we gonna be Joe or something?
would be nice to get you in on as a broadcaster as well, Rob.
Uh,
He's available.
agreed. Let's see if I can get there in time. There we go. Did you see the hands, guys?
I did see them.
I
Be
just saw
honest. Okay.
somebody had an 8-bagger, but besides from
All
that,
right, that's enough. So we'll do it the next time. Wow, look at that hand though.
Yeah, so
There's gonna be some action going on here.
What would you do here? There's a lot of different ways you could
I
skin
mean,
this
I
one,
would
right?
if I have 3 diamonds as kind of a Western cubit available, I would just do it. Not that I'm planning to necessarily play 3 no trump, but I just want to start by describing.
but they're playing precision, right? So it
Oh,
would
they're
be
playing
pretty.
precision. So well,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether if they play 2 yeah. I have
Whoa,
no
there's
idea.
definitely going to be a swing. East-west at the other table is only in 3 clubs, opposite 4 hearts at the other table. So it looks like nickel
Oh.
winning 7 there.
They're taking the lead.
Taking the lead by 2, yeah.
Yeah, the 2-diamond preempt propelled them into a game.
Well, this hand would be certainly interesting to see what Nico is choosing. and
Maybe
what-
Nick just bids 2
Certainly.
clubs. I mean,
Chip
And he's well
Martell's
against
holding this
Knott.
hand in the other table.
maybe just 2 clubs and see how things develop. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I
Just-
guess you could start with double.
Seems pretty
Trouble.
wild with 1-1 in the major.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't dare to do it. 3 clubs.
3
What is-
clubs intermediate, of course.
This seems pretty strong even for intermediate though, doesn't it? You could do it with like certainly 1 club less.
Well, he does have 9 tricks.
It's good for him that he went low because his partner has kind of an ill-fitting hand despite having 4 trumps.
Well, now he's giving Brad too much room to work
How much
with.
do North-South
Ooh,
make?
let's
They
see
make
what
about
the-
5, right? 5 hearts.
Lose a
Yeah.
heart, a diamond, and yeah.
That's it.
Intermediate, this says. That's an understatement, actually. He knows it's never going float, right? He can kind of do anything he wants here.
I mean, it could if he's so strong. Who knows?
Would you ever mess around and pass if you were like down 60 in an event here?
Maybe. This is the type of hand I want to pick up if I'm down 60 at least.
Yeah.
I think
Four
I put
clubs.
By the way, if you're down 60, maybe you just YOLO 3-0 and hope that, you know.
Yeah, I hope they don't pick a spade lead.
Well,
off,
they
right?
have to lead a spade to beat it.
I wonder if Joe is thinking like partners forgot the system here.
Yeah, 4 clubs shows both majors, but Joe might not believe it.
Right. Like, oh man, Brad's doing this. But I don't know.
Raf might take double, and that will tempt Nickel to bid again. Oh, it's a pass.
Yeah,
It's weird for
I
him
think that
'cause- Sorry, Josh, go.
in precision here over the 1 diamond 3 clubs, I think it's pretty common they play transfers on the 3 level. Diamonds to hearts, hearts to spades, spades to diamonds, and that 4 clubs is used for 5-5 in the major. That's how I learned it.
So
way they're doing it.
unlikely that Brad's getting it wrong then is what you mean.
Well,
So
I mean,
other-
I'm sure they know what it means.
Other room actually have overcalled 5 clubs, and it goes double pass. So now South Bob 11 in the other room has a huge problem, I would say.
Yep. In fact,
That's
4 spades.
I think I
4
can
spades
show that
might
here.
be. I don't know what it's alerted as, but it might be a slam try. They might play the 4 diamonds followed by 4 spades as like a weak bid.
Unless
Maybe.
4 diamonds is just like, I don't have any support for you, bid your longest major.
Yeah, but even if it was, Brad would pass.
What
So they're-
was the alert?
I'm looking at it right now, guys. Stronger way to bid
Stronger
4
way.
spades. Okay, and then they're playing 4 spades. Okay. Now they're already at 5 clubs double at the other table. South Bobby 11 is making his decision after 1
Yeah.
diamond 5 clubs double.
if he
So
were to
this is
pass
gonna be
it,
a-
they,
It's going to be a 6M swing if he passes it. They have 10 tricks and clubs.
and the problem with pulling
Yeah.
it when it's 1 diamond 5 clubs double is you can't guarantee a fit. North will have to double with all kinds of shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what suit do you even bid?
And that's
That's
the
a-
win for 5 clubs
No.
versus 3 clubs, actually. 4 clubs got to kind of make a nice picture bid of the north hand, and now Joe
Who
has an
bid
easier
5
time doing
clubs?
it.
Chip.
Chip. Guess how many national titles Chip has?
A lot.
How many?
Too many.
Guess
I
how
would
many?
say I'm going to take a guess of 32.
I'm
Adam?
guessing 37.
Adam?
I was gonna say 30, but I bet you the answer's like 45.
No, it's 34, but that's Wikipedia, which seemed up to date, but it might be off one or so. But 34, I think, is the unofficial number, plus like a
Price is
bunch of
Right.
world
I
championship
was
stuff.
closest without going over.
You were. Price is Right rules. You win that one for sure. And stop using Price is Right. Michael doesn't know what that is.
Well,
I still love that scene with Bob Barker and Adam Sandler. And
Oh
Happy
my
Gilmore.
God! Yes.
Price is wrong. And then like,
Yeah.
yeah. Fight
what
on
a
the golf course.
classic.
And then he just comes to life and chokes him out, and the best ever.
Good
Still,
movie.
Bobby's still thinking at the other table, as you can imagine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't
He's
even know
not
what I
sure
would do
what
on
to
his
do.
hand. I mean, I'm just unfamiliar with that exact bidding
Do you
problem.
want to just look and see till he completes his action here, and we'll come back to this. This
We
looks like
can.
maybe here we go.
I don't know. I think I would take a bid, but I just have no idea what I would bid.
I mean,
Maybe
you
we
might
can-
bid hearts and hope that if you're wrong, they double you and you can run to spades and hope it's better. Maybe. But maybe they wouldn't double you and if you're jack fourth opposite queen third or something,
It's
wouldn't
just
be
that
very good.
they don't fool around jumping to 5 clubs. So
Yeah.
maybe take like an even longer shot and just cue bid on this like 5-no or something. At least you will find the right suit, but maybe not the right level.
Well, he also has to think Chip has some reasonable hand over here to be bidding 5 clubs, red, white here, right?
Mm.
Just slapping that out.
Be funny if he thinks for like 10 minutes and passes, and then the first thing he sees in dummy is ace fourth of clubs and out.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
There it is, guys. 5 clubs, all pass. There's going to be a swing.
I wish we could get a camera on Bobby when he sees the dummy.
Yeah. And you know what else? I mean, they probably will beat it, but he's gonna run a lot of clubs, and stuff can happen sometimes.
Let's stick here if you
Stranger
guys don't
things
mind
happen.
for a second.
Oh my God! We're gonna stick it for a long time, seeing Bobby discard 8
Yeah,
times.
I think he'll probably still beat it, but weird things happen when you have to make a ton of discards,
Yeah.
and he
He has
doesn't
to
really
make
know that much about the shape. I mean,
8
North has to double with all
discards.
kinds of shapes, and 5 clubs could be all kinds of shapes with long clubs.
By the way, if Declare does something like exit a spade early, there is also a chance of maybe M playing North.
Like ace and a diamond or something.
Something if they're sleeping.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh.
Do you have enough entries to do that? It's a lot of space and
To
Yeah,
get
hard.
rid of the
maybe not, no.
spades.
I think he'll just run a lot of clubs, and Bobby will be suffering. Oh, he didn't
Oh,
even try.
no.
Whoa.
I don't like this at all.
What
Why-
happened
what-
there?
You know what?
Simple.
Even if you're West, the thing is you can run all the clubs, and you
I
don't even
know.
really have to pay that much attention. You can just like count
Exactly.
diamonds
It's
or something.
mindless for you, and maybe they get it wrong.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's Levin Weinstein also, so I guess you
That
can.
was given a lot of respect to Bobby.
But yeah. That's like wait. Here you go, Michael. What size putt just got conceded?
Yeah.
What length putt just got conceded? If we're going golf match play, this is like a 10-foot putt that just got conceded. Maybe not. Maybe like an 8-footer.
But it's not only that in this event there's time penalties and they're assigned to each pair individually. So even if the match doesn't go over, you can get a time penalty. So he could have burned a lot of Bobby and Steve's time. I'm sure.
Yeah, understood. That's an interesting.
Wouldn't have to take any
interesting
time
idea.
himself. Just play another club.
Yeah. So 2 clubs is just your artificial game force. 2 hearts is 11 to 15. 4 plus clubs. They're not playing precision here, but this is just whatever their agreement is, I suppose.
Yeah, and North with a small. Oh yeah. I don't know whether it was a psych or not to not bid 2 diamonds, but
I thought they played the whole 2-level artificial after an opening bid.
maybe they do.
I'm sure the people in the chat have the answers. And folks, thanks a lot for joining. And we're going to be live here with you for the rest of the opens.
Kind of just looked like Reno because they don't have any pits.
And I agree,
And
Dana would be better than all 3 of these guys. Yeah, we would, like, if Dana came, we would just demote one of these guys. I'm not sure who, for sure.
obviously, obviously me.
What?
Going by the age, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We can make room
Oldest.
for a 5th here.
So Reno trump. The diamonds are 3-3, but the hearts off and the spades are not friendly.
So in North,
5, 6, 7.
No,
I mean,
it's
there
5,
are
2,
kind
2,
of 9
4.
tricks. There's like 5 diamonds, 2 spades, a heart, and a club. But what can the defense do first?
I'm really curious about this bidding, to be honest. Like, imagine if Bobby was a stiff club and 3 hearts, you'd never want to play in 3, no. And 3 diamonds with only a 2-card suit. I mean, what do I know?
Oh,
That's what you're talking about, the action at the other table. One spade
Oh,
by
sorry,
South.
sorry.
No, that's okay. One spade by South, 2 diamonds, game forcing, natural, and then 3 diamonds. That is the peculiar bid you're talking about, right?
it's very bizarre. I mean,
Yeah,
I could
in fact-
see he didn't want to do anything else.
Yeah, both tables kind of interesting ways to go about this auction. Kind of none. Bobby's and Steve's more standard. Obviously, this is more of an artificial sequence, but
Diamond is an interesting lead also because it's making it harder to set up the spades.
But you just have to
it's
play spades now, right?
taking an entry out. Yeah.
For sure, just have to play the king of spades a trick too.
Yep. How many tricks does he have
Uh,
after that, though? He has
Still
five
can duck one
diamonds, as it
spade.
turns out.
So
You
that
get
one's
2
bad. So
spades.
now I guess West had to switch to the middle or high club or something.
Yeah. So when West wins a spade and plays the clubs are good before the ace of hearts is knocked out.
Still in. He has 8 tricks, even knocking out the ace of hearts.
Well, will he know to play a club, or will it be tempting to play a heart up to the too small?
Yeah.
There it is. Sorry, he would have 9 tricks. Excuse me, because he had 2 spades.
I mean, the other table, they let a 10 of hearts, Rusino.
Yep.
Now,
Which-
if you just count the ace of clubs, you can never reach the diamonds.
Yeah, I think at this table Brad never showed his shape at all. So it's not like Nick knows that he has a doubleton club or something like that.
Right, dummy is
Just
face up, no, and that's the hand that showed his shape. That's a nice advantage, right? Brad, no one knows anything about Brad's hand.
I mean, he might return a diamond. For all he knows, Ralph has 6 diamonds,
right,
you know?
right, exactly.
Yeah. Unless, I
Interesting.
mean, like, maybe play some Smith singles here.
Yeah, maybe. Imagine you didn't return a diamond and North had ace doubleton, South had king queen doubleton. He's like,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
you doing?
Immediately place. We'll continue diamond.
Nope.
Club.
He did play a club. But now the clubs are a little blocked. It's
That's
still
nice.
not quite over. So he had to play a higher club to avoid blocking them.
That's true.
Yep.
He sort of like won the battle but lost the war. Like he figured out to play a club, but just couldn't. But that can be tricky. Like if the 10 of clubs sort of looks like you're leading a weak holding and East could do the wrong thing. You need like pretty good agreements here or something.
Ralph is going to return to club. I mean, he can read the 7 as low.
Yeah, but now they're blocked.
Yeah. Is Nick kind of regretting that right now when he sees it come back too? He's like, oh, this could have been a little better for us, maybe.
He had trouble with the king 10 third of diamonds, now with the queen 10 third of.
I'm just wondering what made Nickel play a club when he sees to 9-8 fourthing down in 2 low
It
hearts.
was a good play.
Yeah, if he played a higher one. I mean, he was great to.
Nick Nickel is very much a go by field player. Having played against him a few times, he's definitely a natural.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that there's a couple different types of players, right? There's players that just play and just, because it's instinctive for them. They know what the right thing to do is.
They
And then
played
there's
so
players
many
that really are calculating and
technical,
anything
yeah.
could be the right thing, but they need to calculate to figure out what they think the right thing is.
Right.
Okay.
The
Zero-
mathematically correct line.
I think Ralph could see that even if a club was right, they'd be blocked. So he just,
Yeah, so he's
The
taking a
Claire
different
doesn't
line to
know
see if he can beat it.
Diamond. Declare doesn't know that though. I mean,
well, he's gonna play a heart now and hope for either spades or diamonds to break, right?
Yep. Let's get a lot of
I can
chances
tell
here.
you in the other room, Marty would be in the spotlight now.
Michael, what did you say? You want to take a look at the other room?
duck.
This is game over, right? We can see diamonds are going to take 5, 7, 8. There's 9 rippers.
Duck the heart. It would have been better.
The other room is where Marty is in the spotlight. I had to play a club now to break the communication.
Here we go. And just so you guys know, we flipped over just in case you're getting a little motion sick. We're at the other table real quick, watching the same
So
action.
Looks like
A
this was
small
a
heart lead to the king, spade to the king and ace, and a heart back.
Yep. In
Yeah.
fact, we'll just highlight the diagram here just to make sure we can see the original hand, as you guys see.
with this table. It was very normal to win the first spade because if the player had enough diamonds, they could be stealing their ninth trick. Maybe East had 5 hearts,
Right.
and
Right, because they have the understanding of the 3 diamond raise, right? They think
right, if North had
Levin's
just a
most
6
likely to
diamond,
have
the
diamonds.
spade would be the ninth trick, and if East had 5 hearts, that you'd feel like a fool ducking the spade. So this time winning the ace was very normal.
Yep.
Um, so now Marty, the club
Marty,
A club
Marty
would
would-
be amazing here, right? And that's
very hard
game
play.
over.
Well, I
it's-
mean, it doesn't it also look like the last chance to do it because the Declare promised 5 diamonds and you see King Queen in dummy and you're 3 yourself.
right, it might be necessary. It's just very scary looking.
The auction is just
Also-
confusing for both players, both defenders.
Mm.
Right? They both kind of think Bobby has 3 diamonds.
I mean, you know that Steve has King Queen 4 for hearts. Seeing all the spot cards, you haven't seen a deuce yet, so you know that Chip probably has 3 low. So 4 hearts, 5 diamonds, 1 or 2 spades. I guess club is like the last chance to beat the contract.
I'm gonna take a poll on YouTube right now.
I think I'll figure this out too. If he knows the heart position, he knows how many diamond tricks they have. North needs the ace of clubs to force the game. They really looks like no other chance.
And if he's not sure about the heart ace, and now we know for sure, and now we can play a club. I mean, he has like the power of the jack third of diamonds.
I see. It's maybe just possible. North has the 2 of hearts left, and West has queen 5 left.
Yeah. Well, he did play some high heart in first trick, which I guess was attitude for nothing in heart.
I see. So combined with this trick, yeah, probably.
We'll see what 6 days of bridge does to Marty.
Mhm.
And-
5 heart.
I'm sorry. We also have to mention that we have a world champion in our midst. As I put the poll up, who is your favorite commentator? And let me give you the options on YouTube here, folks. The poll is there
Well
for
done.
you. Dana
Well
Berkowitz, Josh Don, Michael Rimstead, Adam Grossack. And I did put world champion next to Michael Rimstead to give him his due. He and his brother, world open pair champions.
World Open pairs. Did you write that Adam and Zach Rosek didn't play that event?
I
how
did not.
many times you guys
I did
mentioned
not
that?
give that. I'll give you. Everyone vote as much. You can only vote once, but
Can you send me a link to the poll so I can spam it?
just jump onto my YouTube page. You'll find it right there, Josh. You can only vote once still though, but you can certainly type your campaign slogan into the chat as much as you would like. Yes.
Oh, no, I'm voting for Dana.
But there are bot systems. You can just use something and vote as many times as you.
He shifted to a club, Rob.
Yep. This is I know. Sorry. I stepped on that, guys. But yeah, this is magic here. He's
It was a
just
very good play,
got
and
him.
if you thought about it, it was necessary. I mean, it could blow an over trick. It was definitely the only chance to beat it.
Well done to Marty.
I vote for the baby. Joe Grew isn't on this one. A lot of votes for Rob as write-in candidate. I appreciate that, guys. Love you. Kelly, what's up?
I think this is kind of a win for Brad and Joe's system, where the defense didn't really know much about anything about North's hand, and this got them the diamond lead.
Yeah. So Brad and Joe don't get to reveal the North shape and dummy shape, which was revealed. It's pretty safe.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's modern and maybe not so normal, but do you think it's crazy to respond 2 clubs instead of 2 diamonds on North? I do think like I ace fifth the diamonds, and if I can't get any heart support or a diamond support, I don't know.
Seems totally fine to bid 2 clubs. I think you're believing that you won't belong in diamonds unless partner bids them. Basically.
Yeah, it's not like a diamonds lead is that necessary in case opponents are getting. I mean, they're probably not going to bid anything. But
So here we go, folks. As we wait for Weinstein to play.
Are we going to do the thing where we play for just one player at the other table?
We will, yes. They're already into the play at the other table, so we'll save it for next hand. But the winner of the favorite commentator award in absentia is Dana Berkowitz, 33%. Congratulations. Second, Josh Don was leading honestly for a while, but I think the Berkowitz vote came late. Adam, third place, and Michael, 4th place. Even though I gave him world champion status, that's not gonna give him a day or two, folks. He'll jump up.
Give me some time to warm up.
Exactly.
Jimmy,
Exactly.
I was waiting till the last minute. I think it sounds like election interference.
There might have been some ballot stuffing at the end, but I have no control over that.
You know, it's past midnight in Sweden. There's not so many Swedish.
Exactly. That's exactly. And honestly, your sisters aren't watching, and you know I told them to, but yeah. All right.
My captain saying, "Finally, a competent commentator joined the show."
Exactly. M. Berkowitz Bridge. I believe this is Michael. Is Dana even the favorite Berkowitz? How could you even ask that, Michael? Of course she's the favorite Berkowitz. Even your parents say that.
I played against her father in the first round.
He would be a good guy to add to a broadcast too. We were talking about that if he would like to come over. So here at the other table, we'll hop into the action. They're just playing 3-0. In fact, Ralph is playing this right now.
Pretty straightforward, good diamond position.
Let me show you the original hand here, guys, that we can.
Like he just has the rest of the tricks now.
Yeah. So we said Brad would be our guy, right? I will be ready.
We'll be our guy.
The person going down the most in height is Michael Rimstead. If we're going to be Brad Moss here. Being Brad Moss, episode 1. Your partner's Joe Grew. Okay. We bought ourselves. We're playing precision in this seat, so we would just open a spade, right?
I just had to close down my second monitor.
We want to keep in mind that if Joe passes, he doesn't have. Oh, are we the dealer?
Yeah, we're the dealer. Sorry, the board and the deal thing is a little off. That's the only tiny glitch we found in the Lovebridge software. Until yesterday, we were talking about that. Rosenthal and Nickel kind of had a weird glitch in the system because Fleischer wasn't playing the last set and Lovebridge had a little issue. So that match did complete, obviously. We see the result of it.
We want to keep in mind this looks like a pretty crummy opening bid, but they're going to open 9 counts here. So we have a little bit more than we might have had.
Right. So this is kind of like the middle of their range, you would say, right?
Yeah.
I guess they're playing some transfers. That's pretty normal these days after a major double.
In fact, here's Joe's bid here. We are weaker spade raise. That's pretty
spade raise. Okay.
interesting. Usually it's
Yeah,
the other way
The
around.
opposite.
Yeah.
The logic of this is when you have like the better one and the deck is more evenly split, you could put them under more pressure.
Right. By completing to the higher level.
Yeah. In a funny sort of way, you almost want to pick a better hand.
I guess they gave them a free chance to double with 4 hearts now.
Right. Now that's a nice piece of discovery because now they can ship it back. Make a descriptive bid without taking up much space. I feel a little bit cooler as Brad Moss. Is anyone getting that feeling here?
We know. Okay, I guess.
So probably this weaker spade raise is very weak. I'm sure they could do it with basically anything with 3 spades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's the case when Ralph got a little bit of, hey, I have something, and bid 3-0, right? So, all right.
Sounds like Ralph has like the balanced 19-20 count kind of hand.
Yeah, so we have a little 12 count over here. Dummy has 5. And partner doesn't have much.
We know Declare doesn't have 4 hearts because they weren't interested in hearts at all.
I
We
guess
have a lot of entries. This looks quite promising.
I think doesn't the 3 of spade promise spade honor?
Whatever the 9 of diamonds is to preference, maybe for spades.
Or for sure returning a
the
spade.
first
Right?
trick with the queen.
I'll show it to you guys. Yeah, I think that was the case here, but I'll just confirm it for you. Here, he ducked the diamond, and it's going diamond. Queen of spades to your left at trick 1.
So if North has like ace third of spades now, Claire has a guess.
I guess I have to win it and come back a spade of some sort. I mean,
Would you come back a high spade, or would you just leave
it doesn't
off?
really matter. If Declares get king, queen, third, they're going to have a guess anyway. So
Got it.
I could come back a tactical 5 of spades or something.
Interesting hand here.
I mean, yeah, he'd probably play the 9 or 8, right? Like if Declare gets to play low and the spot was high enough, if you played the 9, they'd be blocked. But if you played the 2, they might even force out the ace. Right.
Once again, don't adjust your screens, folks. We're just
I
watching
think because I
Brad
have
play
the
this.
9 8 of spades, I would probably play low.
Quite a big double from Nico.
Pretty
Joe.
aggressive.
Right, with this hand.
Yeah.
I mean, gotta play a spade. I don't know what else he could make it.
There it is. He chose the 9.
I mean, the 9 makes sense to show the 8, and if North has the king, they'll just unblock it probably.
Well, what if my partner has the ace of spades?
Now we're talking.
Right.
If partner
Well,
has ace third of spades, I wanna, make sure the declare gets this wrong.
So here it's
Okay, it looks it declares king third. My partner is king third.
there it is.
well,
All right,
kind of
those
just
spades are all good now. So if this hand has an entry, which
Yeah,
you
but
don't
it
The 8 of
seems
necessarily
diamonds is an
expect.
entry.
seems like declare has ace king of clubs. I think
Yeah,
they have ace queen of spades and king queen jack of diamonds. It's 12 and nothing really in hearts.
right.
So pretty grim.
Maybe I was supposed to shift after the 9 of spades held.
Play partner for the jack of hearts or something. I don't think it matters. Seems like they just have the
Probably
Dummy had
not.
ace 10 fourth originally too, right? So
get for one heart. That's no
Yeah, I
problem.
guess mind no heart.
the other table is just bidding board 40. So this table is going to be almost 2 boards ahead at the finish here. If they finish.
Well, it's better that we picked Brad instead of Joe in this hand because Joe had no.
Nothing. Yeah, in fact, we'll see. We'll see what his less than stellar raise is here, right?
I mean, this wasn't the most exciting hand. I think declare probably has some like ace king third of clubs. They just have the rest.
So who? If you could partner with anyone in this match, who would you partner with?
Are you asking us?
Yes, everybody. Yeah, I
Nick
mean,
Nickel.
we know you want to partner with your best partner, but if you couldn't, who would be your favorite player to partner with out of this group?
It's a good question. I have played with Joe once, and I have to say that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Never got so many breaks in between rounds.
That's right. If you want to play fast, always play with a smoker or an ex-smoker.
One time I played with Joe. Someone came up with a scorecard and asked him for an autograph before we started.
That's nice.
That went right to his head.
Did you have a 42 that session?
Not exactly. Actually, he won't want me to remind anyone of this, but like 20 plus years ago, Kevin Bathurst was my regular partner for a couple of years.
I
He was
remember
fun to-
that. I don't remember that at all, but I remember the stories of that. Yeah.
Well, it's because especially I sucked back then, so no one really noticed or cared.
I would probably want to play with Joe also. Except
I think I would choose Brad because Ola say played a regional with Brad once and said it was like so easy because they played quite a similar style and similar carding.
and you would be down with that because you and your brother are quite comfortable with each other's style as well, right?
Yes.
Oh, look at that! Oh, wait, whoa! You want to dish some stuff? You want to dish some Ola stuff here? Let's go.
I'm not going to reveal all my secrets. I told you we were playing Buenos
We can
Aires.
call this brothers talk. We can just have you and Adam, if you guys want to lay down on the couch or something. We'll just chat a little bit. Okay, so we don't necessarily have to be Brad again. Why don't we hop out of the Brad chair? We saw just kind of a ho hum 3-0 there. There we go, and back at it. And Nick has an interesting hand here, and so does Ralph. Wow. Okay.
Well, he's just gonna. It's either 3 clubs or 3-0 trump. Seems like you might as well just bid 3-0 trump. Partner's the best hand.
Yeah,
Looks like a 3-0 hand, yeah.
that's gonna be like 3 in a row here, I think.
3-0 doesn't seem to be that interesting either. Diamonds are splitting well. The 10 of hearts is coming in.
Yeah, you can get to dummy with the spades, no problem.
Fleischer opening up a 17-18 imp lead. One more to them on a 3-0 contract there. But my goodness, it's early, guys.
Not for Michael, it isn't.
I
No,
know,
you
it's
keep
late.
telling me it's early. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Early in terms of bridge being played, not time. So wait, Michael's a European. So when you say you have a singleton or a void, do you call it shortage or shortness?
Shortness.
Okay, thank you. Okay, there you go,
So,
folks.
I think
shortness
shortage is
what I
UK.
hear
It's
in
the English people that are the loudest opponents of shortness. They're the ones that are the enemies of shortness. They hate it. If you say
yeah.
shortness, they freak out.
Is that like when we talk to you and we say qubit instead of control bit?
That is also a tilting experience. Yes,
Oh
it
yeah, one
should
of
be
my
a
partners
control bit.
doesn't
Do
like
not
that.
call it a
One of my
qubit.
partners is like hates that I say that all the
It's
time.
bad for students. That's why I hate it.
I
I
know.
protect my
Like
students.
it's confusing. Okay, I wrote down in one of my I had a whole Bridge Winners article against me. Okay.
Against you.
Well,
I
kind
hate
of.
Adam Grossack. What is this?
Okay, no, but it was because I was playing on BBO and I used the Q.
I see. I see. Yeah,
I
yeah,
used the letter Q as opposed to CUE.
I got you.
Oh, and they thought you were showing the queen or something.
Yes, they
Uh,
did.
oh, okay. That's weird.
Babe
Yeah.
Q.
You know, I've seen this. I've seen this sort of thing happen. I saw a pair once. They played a lot of artificial stuff after the 2/1s, and after someone bid spades, then diamonds. Or they bid some suits, and they wrote down on the thing S plus D to mean spades plus diamonds, but it was read as STD like standard, and it led to a big thing too.
Yeah, that could be it as well.
Oh, that is. I never heard that before.
Color or
That,
color. That's another one.
yeah, I think I'm just never abbreviating again when I write down the meanings.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
Something interesting here was Nick bid Tuno Trump, not three, but I think even the Tuno Trump shows some extra because would have passed, as we saw in the earlier hand with the singleton ace of diamonds, he would have passed two diamonds. He didn't think there was a game. So Ralph just
Brad's
bid a
gonna
game
drop the
because he had a lot of
second
tricks.
diamond.
Well,
Oh
this
yeah,
time
that's
yeah,
a
so-
that Mikey in the chat mentioned this. It's a fun problem here where you might be tempted to win the eight of spades, but winning the king of spades is much better here.
Right. That would be true even without the 10 and dummy.
So
With the
after
10,
Brad ducks the diamond again, will it be obvious for declarer to play a third diamond? Let's see how many tricks do they have outside. They have 5 tricks. If the diamonds, so they have 2 and 3 spades and 2 clubs and 2 hearts. Yes, it looks like they can make it outside of diamonds now by playing a spade.
and then if the spade gets stuck, well, I guess the
Then I
defense
just
eventually
play
has
the
to play
king of
some.
hearts.
Yeah. I mean, the defense is going to run out of suits to play themselves. They'll have nothing to play without giving you a trick.
yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not much.
this is a good one from Al in the chat. They posted a score on the USBF of WD, and one person thought it was well done. Yeah,
I have a true story,
pretty
although
good.
sometimes people don't believe me. It was a long time ago in a knockout, a big but low-level knockout at a nationals, and a team captain was named bye, and the other team saw it and they left because they thought they had a bye. That's who they were against.
By the way, I might have won the election for commentator because we did get some mail-in ballots that JC mentioned. So we've counted those, and I am the favorite write-in commentator. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Well deserved.
It was very funny, JC. All right, so another 3-0 trump that looks like it's going to be, as they say, okie dokie.
What's happening at the other table?
They're efforting 3-0 trump on the previous board 41. Looks like it's going to be a successful effort, and then they will just start bidding this hand.
Okay, he decided diamond 3, and probably would have made it anyway, but this makes it.
Yeah, this is going to make it nice and easy. Mixed. Adam's playing the mixed.
Yeah, I am playing mixed.
Jadon should be playing the mixed.
My mixed partner isn't playing, but I'll be at a regional with hopefully all the competition playing in the mix.
Which regional? Is it in Denver or no?
No, that's a week later. This one's in Redmond, Oregon.
Ooh, interesting.
Of course, Redmond. It's right on the Oregon Trail, right?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
So
I don't know.
Did you ever
I
play that
thought
video?
Adam you were selling that perfectly. I was like, wow, Adam knows his
Did
stuff.
you ever play that video game, by the way, Oregon
Of course,
Trail?
yeah.
I had to stop because I got dysentery.
You got what?
You can get dysentery in that game, yeah.
So is the next trial gonna start right after this, or is it gonna be a week of break?
One day off, Michael.
Yep.
Uh,
And then the mix starts.
and it's gonna be like the next set of trial after the mix, like women or something.
Yeah, women and I think
Mixed,
women
and
and
then the
seniors
seniors and the
overlap.
women play at the same time.
Kind of, yeah. There's a day or two shorter for the women's, I suppose, but that's it. Yeah, exactly. Can you
The
imagine
women's only
staying
has three
for?
teams.
Can you imagine staying for 3 in a row, basically? If you were
I'm
like,
staying for 2 in a row.
yeah, that's a lot.
Well, I'm gonna play bridge for a long time because I'm playing European, and then directly from there to China, and directly from China to Toronto.
Oh, you're going to China too. You're. I think Vince and Cran are going too, possibly.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So your diamond status on frequent flyer miles. That's probably pretty
I
good.
am my diamond status. Yes.
It's the benefit of a bridge pro. Okay, 18 is the margin. And they are just starting 42 at the other table, just starting the bidding there. So we're close. We're closer than we were here. But we'll see how long it takes them to bid and play this end.
Unless there's gonna be some misunderstandings going on, I guess they would just bid 3-0 there as well.
Yeah, it's just started with a heart. Weinstein's going to probably overcall, and we'll see a lot of the same stuff likely.
I like that feature, Rob, where you can just kibitz one player.
Love it.
That's very nice.
Yeah, and it's also, I think it's kind of fun for us to get in on the action a little bit and kind of figure out what's going on from their perspective, because it's so easy to see all 52 cards and make our choice, but might as well put these excellent bridge minds to work once in a while.
So we're discussing this in the previous set with other people if we're gonna use tablet in Toronto in the later stages. Anyone know about that?
I don't know.
You mean like
No.
the big events, like the team event and the...
Yeah, what was that? Spindle then?
They experimented with it one of the tournaments, right? And then they were an hour late or something like that, and then
They
Bronia
gave up.
started singing. Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
remember this?
I haven't heard about it.
Oh, okay. Well, you were probably eliminated by then anyway.
Oh,
You
man.
know.
Sure, I was.
You know, it was a late stage of a tournament.
What the heck is that, man? That's a shade.
You just put in that knife and twisted it.
Yeah,
Hey, he's
Yeah.
gonna be my teammate soon, so I can give him a little bit of a
I see.
needle.
So, World Open pairs partner, dream scenario. Go. Michael Rimstead.
World Open paired, like I can choose anyone in the world.
Yep, exactly.
I am choosing Helgemo.
All right. Adam, your choice.
It's a difficult choice. It's very tempting to say the more that I play against him, the more that I see him play, the more respect I have for Joel Woolridge. I mean, he's just an unbelievable player
He's a great match
and
point
just
player, too.
does creative stuff
Yes.
that like
Thank you.
no one else would think of, like just generate stuff that no one else just like on a different. I think it would just be fun. He just loves bridge and he just loves like
I love it. He does. He loves
analyzing
he loves
bridge
games
all
in
the
general, man. I just
Yeah.
Joel's just a great guy to be
I
around.
think that would be super fun.
That's a great choice. Jay Don, talk to me.
I gotta pick a partner.
I mean, you could
Actually,
we're-
when I was in college and I was not good and Joel was good, he would play with me at like local sectionals and he was really helpful to me
Yeah.
improving.
Yeah, he's
So if
awesome.
I can pick any partner, I'm gonna pick one of your guys' teammates. I'll pick Bilda because he not only is he good, but he'll smile the whole time. I get to look at
Yeah.
other people smile.
N-
He's a
nice.
fantastic partner.
I've played with both Dennis and August. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I play with them also. Go for it.
Very
Same
cool.
event, back to back. I played Platinums this year and last year with them.
So 2 clubs is 6+ clubs, 9 to 15. 2 no trump is either a raise to 3 clubs or 2 suited game forcing, and it looks like a raise to
This-
us here. And
It's a very
Ralph-
typical bid with a weak club raise. You just kind of bump him a little. Although here it leaves room for East to bid 3 clubs Michaels if he wants to.
Yeah.
But
I
his
forget
bids
why
are a lot
people
more
play
better.
this, but this is a
And there it is.
common-ish precision treatment.
Right, because you just want to gobble up that room for that
No,
particular
but they use
sequence.
3 clubs as something else. They use 3 clubs. I can't remember what they play it as, but
Some people you can play like transfers there.
yeah, they play it as like 6 or more diamonds and like some bananas.
It has so three clubs cannot be like invitational or something.
I think they
They
would
can
probably
play
be two
that
diamonds.
too.
They will start with two
Let's
diamonds with that.
correct something here.
And Roger Lee, I think, came up with something where three clubs is hearts, three diamonds and spades, and it seems to work pretty well.
And two of major is just non-forcing.
Yeah. Well, this was not exactly what Nick was hoping to see.
Well, the question is, would it be three diamonds saying that I don't like any, or would it be the three hearts? Maybe it's better to play on your 6-1 fit.
Yeah. He bids three hearts while Ralph bid three
Oh yeah,
spades. Like,
3 level for Mugras Crew Moss is
Mugras.
just transfers.
sounds like moo grass, like you're describing a cow.
I've been saying too many words today. I'm sorry.
Well, this is interesting. So, I mean, would he even risk 3-0 Trump? Just say screw it, the majors are so bad, why not?
Well, it depends on what he expects.
You need trick to make 3-0. What is
But-
a trick?
East would never allow that though, right? He would keep bidding. Yes or no?
So- Now Ralph will. Well, is three diamonds natural? Well, who
He
knows?
just bid 3 spades. I think
Hmm.
Nick
I
didn't
mean, if
say
three diamonds
anything
is
about
natural,
it.
I'd be tempted to pass it. You have a couple diamonds, and partners kind of saying they don't like the majors.
Right, there's some alert coming in for 3 spades that we'll see in a second. Maybe that'll clarify 3 diamonds also, but Nick doesn't seem to think that is an alert, and they're going to play or
I wouldn't be
choose 4
surprised
hearts
if-
there.
Brad gonna double? No.
I thought he might double it because it kind of sounds like they're scrambling around without a fit. Doesn't this sort of look like a 5-2 fit when they bid this way?
It's hard
Yeah.
to double Ralph Katz though. He's such a solid guy.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, how some, partnerships are situational to how aggressive you're doubling them in certain spots. Like your brother was
Brad and Joe
mentioning,
are not
Adam, obviously.
Yeah, they double stuff. They're not afraid to double by any
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Well, also Brad sees that every suit is splitting 3-3. So
All right, they settle in 4 hearts there. The other table about a full board behind, maybe a little bit less, but reasonable pace here. And we are winding down. This is
awkward to play.
This is gonna probably play worse than spades, right? I mean,
It seems like it's awkward to play this hand and it's awkward to defend this hand.
what would you lead from Brad here?
I think it's just right to start tapping them.
Just
I mean, things are breaking reasonably, so I think I would just start tapping the 2-suiter. Tap a 2-suiter. That's something I learned a little bit too late in my bridge career, but it's a very good piece of advice.
You're still
They're
young.
2-suited, we want to tap them.
Ish. You're still young ish.
I was about to say.
He can lead the ace of clubs, but the queen will stop too many taps from coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would declare even do? I mean, you can like ref a spade, but where are you going from there? The spades
Don't
aren't
let
set
it
up. The trumps are far from being drawn. No, have an answer. It's just a tough question. Hard. I mean, this makes some sense, but it's gonna
Sure.
not work that well, I think.
Unfortunate for them, right? Well, is the 8 of hearts going to help out here at all? Or?
Well, so what could declare do? You
No,
might not
it
even want to
doesn't.
ref a spade if you just played a heart back, like Jack,
Yeah.
Queen, Ace,
If
and
I
a
can
heart.
manage the Trump losers now to 1 and just lose 2 spade tricks,
Right.
that's fine. Just Jack of hearts, what do they do?
Well, you have to duck it. So then he would probably play.
So they duck it, so I play hearts, the ace, spades, the ace, and a trump.
Well, you're
Tap
one
with the
against
club,
behind.
I take the rough.
You're one behind if you do that.
Maybe so.
And if you
Also,
play,
don't know that Jack of Diamonds is an entry to dummy. Like there may be some line where you need an extra entry to dummy, and you finesse the Jack of Diamonds.
Well, they know a club position for sure.
you can't really play a spade to the jack either because Joe is just always gonna play a club from his hand.
Right.
Ducked it.
And this is interesting. If you go heart, whatever.
I guess that's an idea that hearts are splitting well now.
The one thing that's kind of hard to get used to if you've never played against Joe Grew, especially at a card table, is the speed at which the decisions get made.
Yeah. As a partnership, their speed is average.
Yeah, but that's because Brad is a little more
I guess
deliberate.
now maybe he'll just play a spade to the jack.
So Joe is gonna come back at club.
I take the rough, play ace and a spade.
And then we just have another club.
Well, but the how many times is North gonna run out of clubs? Almost, right?
It has one, so
So yeah, if it goes club rough, he plays ace of spade spade. It goes club. He roughs.
I mean, you could even just get out with your last trump, and they can only take one club after that. I guess you're down, but not like a big disaster.
I guess it's just something.
Nickel gained an imp on 42 just with an over trick swing, and they are now starting the auction on this hand.
I mean, I would play a spade to the jack. North could have like queen of one, king of one. That's probably your best chance making this.
So again, Weinstein 11, north south at the other table, Martel Fleischer west and east.
So this is
Ten of
interesting.
clubs.
Now Joe has to guess, but he kind of knows that where the ace of diamonds are. I was thinking if you should try to get no. So now, yeah, that's what I was worried
Now
about.
it's making, right?
He had to guess which minor ace Brad has, but if Brad had the ace of diamonds and not the ace of clubs, wouldn't he just lead a club?
Now we can just play a trump and we're home. He had to tap him there.
That would also make the 3-diamond bid kind of strange if it was natural. I mean, it wasn't alerted.
Yeah.
And there it is.
This is a very good result for nickel.
Yes.
I just felt like Joe should have known, and I mean, it's easy for me to say I see all the cards, but
Sure.
Partner didn't lead a club.
That's something experts will do. I mean, it's very good. It's like, think of the inference of the lead. Like maybe there's technically not a count. What would they lead from this hand? What would they lead from that hand is very important to think about.
Especially when there's a dearth of other information, right? Sometimes that's the only thing you're going to be able to intuit based on what's happened so far, right?
Me, I mean, I agree with that, but I was very focused on the 3-diamond bid. Are you really playing him to have like 6 to 10?
All right, I did it again, guys. We're going to be Joe this time.
Okay.
Now that you said we could see all 52 cards, let's just deprive you of that information. You're now sitting in the south chair, so we have a normal look at this board.
I just have to turn down my monitor. I don't want to self-keep it. I've done that too many times.
Do you have any confessions to make?
Would you like to come clean to the?
It's too many.
Well, let's just put it this way, Adam. If Sweden is up like 6 on us with like 2 boards left to go, we'll just submit this video to for evidence right here. Boom, we got you, Michael.
This is a standard one club. They play precision when they're not vol and in 4th seat.
Thank you for reminding us. Yep, and then this is spades, most likely 4 plus
Transfers after a
spades.
club.
Yep.
And Michael Rimstead also plays transfers after a club only when they come interfere.
Yeah, that's true. And we do have our, what can I say, arguments for it. I would say.
Yeah, of course.
What's the other makeup of your team, Michael, for Buenos Aires?
It is Simon Holt, Peter Berto, Frederick Nystrom, and Johan Uppmark.
Oh wow, that's the traditional strength,
Who's
right?
who's
With a little.
oh Nystrom and Upmark, yeah.
Yeah.
And Simon is kind of like at your age-ish. Is he one of the younger guys?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, great. Wow,
And believe it or not, he's the one who plays most bridge out of us by far.
that's
He would
that's
be a
impressive
good
because I know you and your
candidate for the
brother play a
world.
lot.
He would be a good candidate for your pairs question too, Rob. He is super solid, super
Yeah, so
down
we need
the
to like
middle,
Nancy
big
Kerrigan
player.
this Sweden team before they get to Buenos Aires. We need to really
That's a good Sweden team.
Yeah, it's a really.
And
good
they
one.
also have Marion and Perola and a whole bunch of other good pairs also there.
Yeah.
For the mixed variety of the Swedish team.
Well, I
right?
mean for anything, you know.
And one other player that was very close to getting into the team was Peter Fredin playing with Simon Eckenberg.
Sure.
Fredin is Classic
Another
Swedish.
great pair.
Yeah.
Played a bunch of regionals with the two Simons as a partnership, Simon and Simon,
All
and
right.
they were killing. We play against like Kalita and Husky, and they always demanded to play against them, and it seemed like they killed them every time.
And just
Michael,
for your question there in the chat, 2 hearts is 5 plus hearts on this auction for the West player. And now South is playing 3 clubs. And we get to declare this as Brad now, but still.
Okay.
Michael, what was the selection process in Sweden this year?
For Buenos Aires, it was just a selection from the captain, and for the Europeans, it was the pairs trials.
Got it.
They go heart, and we rough. And do we lead a diamond to the king just to get our trick set up?
Yeah,
Seems right.
So ace of hearts, so I assume he has ace king of hearts, unless
We
he
played a rough 3 hearts in our hand. We know West has 5 or more hearts. That must be exactly 5 hearts.
Yeah.
Pairs trials is actually interesting. I like that. I mean, the pairs that do the best, that's your 6-person team, basically, right? One
We
team.
did that for one of the junior tournaments, so we used to do that for the juniors.
Do you like it, or do you think there's something to be said for a cohesive team that plays together a lot? I mean, I don't know.
Pairs trials is absolutely awful.
Pairs trials absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What is awful? Wait, what?
Pairs trials.
Pairs
he said.
trial. I guess you can make it decent, but for the one we had in Sweden, we were comparing only 4 tables. So that means if anyone had any board that was pretty much, weird, what can I say, 1100, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter what the other tables did. It was just like one table decided the whole board.
That's kind of weird.
It's across the field.
All right, so spade comes back after
Very interesting play.
the
So
opening
what-
heart lead. So
Oh,
ace of
this-
hearts, switch to a spade.
Oh, I guess
So-
the 7 of hearts was either blue. I don't know if that.
We
if
put in like the 9 here.
The 7 of hearts is some sort of signal that says no bueno.
He actually played a jack. I think I would just played a 9 here.
He's keeping them honest. Not gonna play low from king queening. You know, the thing with the pairs trials is it kind of conflicts with the pro client dynamic.
Mm.
Like, client wants to hire a team for themselves.
Yeah, stage
Yeah.
wouldn't work. So here they go, diamond through. And what is Ralph
I
showing up
think we
with
cross
so
rough
far?
this afterwards. It seems like East has 4 spades and West has 5 hearts. You'll just be able to play the ace of spades. I mean, North can force, West can rough in with some clubs to force the ace and the queen.
Oh, so he's just going to
But-
take a diamond and start roughing.
Yeah, I think you'll be just fine if West ever plays a high enough trump that you can't over rough. You just throw a diamond on it.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like a pretty reasonable strategy here. They are playing. There will definitely be a swing on board 43, gentlemen. They're playing 4 diamonds at the other table, where Nickel and Katz were playing 4 hearts and making it on the hand that we watched there. That looked like it was going to
4
be pretty good
diamonds
at the
will-
time.
That'll be pretty difficult contract also. You'll probably leave a diamond to the jack and lose to singleton queen, and you have these 4 clubs in your hand. What do you do with them?
Let's see if I can prove you right, Josh.
Oh, go right to my head.
Well, can I tell you guys? Opening lead was a diamond, so I went.
Okay.
Mitch Dunnett says that Josh is the funniest bridge player, guys. I double that one, and And by the way, I take no offense that I wasn't a choice of either of you guys or any of you guys for the person to play with. No one ever chooses me. It's fine.
I would love to play with you, Rob. We have a killer record.
We're undefeated, and I'd like to keep it that way. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so that means you don't want to play. Okay.
No, I can retire now. And I was just like, took all my tricks, did well. No, but I've played with a Rimstead before too.
But that must have been Sandra.
It was.
I've never played with a Rimstead. I've teamed with some Rimsteads sometimes, but I've never played with one.
She used to be my favorite Rimstead, but now she's like 3rd. She's dropping.
Hope I'm climbing up there in the rankings.
Yeah. Don't tell her that, by the way. If you're watching, I'm kidding, Sandra, of course.
You see, I'm the only Rimstead who said yes to all this.
Exactly. Well, that bumped you up clearly ahead of her.
That's what I mean.
All right, more roughing going on here, and at least 9 tricks, maybe 10.
At
Yeah, it
least
looks
10.
like 9.
Yeah, I guess you can't really get that 10th trick anywhere.
Oh, was it diamond to the king duck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was a solo diamond, so he should have ace jack 9 or something blind.
And that was in fact 11 for nickel. 4 diamonds went down 3 for 150.
Keeps the match close.
Yes, it does. 6 to Fleischer now, but I mean, this is what we expected, I think.
That's what we want for tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I
So
think
who do
we
you have
can.
for the commentators for the next? Oh, you said Gavin and
No, for tomorrow, tonight. You mean?
for tonight.
I have Adam Parrish and Greg Humphreys. Would one of you like to join into that crew? That could be fun.
Very good. I would love to, but I can't.
That's okay.
Same answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that. Getting late.
Well, I mean, dude, you're like it's about to be sunrise over there. You have to get some sleep, my friend.
I promise I will stay up for all 4 sets tomorrow.
Well, I'll hit you up, buddy, and I can't wait to watch the end of this. It's I have a rooting interest, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna shout it out there, but you know, we all know all
We
these
can
guys
guess
real
who your
well.
interest is.
Yeah, you guys. I used to live with half of them, so it's tough. All right, there it is, guys.
And you were the, I don't want to say anything, but you might be a candidate for one of the world's most desirable jobs in the world that I know of from firsthand experience.
What's that, NPC?
What a fantastic opportunity that would be, huh? To be an NPC.
I have to tell you, I enjoy being an NPC. It was but honestly, I was an NPC on a team that I really enjoyed. So that's an easy job. And someone asked me what I consider my job title at, and I said stable pony. Sit there, try to keep everybody happy and fed, and just watch them do their work. And I would be happy to non-playing captain the Swedish team if I'm not invited for an American team. That's fine. I'll switch.
We are looking for a coach.
Coach? I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Last hand looks pretty dull.
A massager. You pick your duty.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not going to be too much, but throughout the match, some M's flying around. I mean, they've already scored 180, 184, it looks like.
Declare a duck this diamond in both hands.
Only 3 pushes in this set.
Didn't do it.
What do we have? We have 4 spade tricks, 2 diamonds, ace of clubs, so it should be a nothing board.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube tomorrow, I have a surprise for you. And in fact, if you're watching on Twitch as well, we're going to start with the Wednesday morning tournament, which is Gavin and I. We do a show every week, so we're still going to have that. And then he and I are going to take over the broadcast in the first segment as well. And G Money's joining us, so, I mean, Michael, I'm going to tell her I asked and you refused. I'm sorry. And we're going to take a poll. We're going to say, which was your most favorite event to attend this week? Was it the Met Gala? Or was it the Team Trials Finals on ViewGraph? I know what she's going to answer, obviously. And, guys, I think we're probably not going to see too much more action in this set, right? This one, No Trump, looks like it's going to make and go plus, but that's it, right there.
Yeah, we can look at the other table because there might be a parkour swing going on.
Let's take a look there. They are playing in Hearts in the West, where North-South played some clubs.
It's for sure not making. We'll go down 1 or 2.
Which one would be a slight swing, 2 would just be a push for them.
I think it's just down 2 in top tricks, basically. I mean, maybe they didn't set up their diamond in time. But 2 tricks, and they could have had 1 more in every suit right now. I guess now the diamond can go on the queen of spades. But they also have to do something with the club.
Do tell you, Rob, that there's a player here in the finals who says, I'm going to pay for all the drinks when we go on a golf trip in Portugal next month if I win. So I do have I'm cheering a little bit for a person.
Pretty sure I know who that would be. Sounds like Sounds like a
Sounds
good.
like a golfer, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sounds like a golfer. A bad golfer for that compared to Mitch, by the way, Dunitz. I've talked to him in the morning a few times, and he really dislikes you, and for no reason other than you're a scratch golfer. That's literally the only reason he doesn't like you.
You could just keep telling him that I was playing 1 under par a week ago.
Ooh. I don't even understand how that's possible. It's just I just love. I don't know if you guys know. Shane Blanchard is Michael's brother-in-law, and Joe Grew and Shane Blanchard are besties. So they get this thing. They're going to be really good at ping pong. So they just they spend I don't know how much money, but they get new paddles. They get a coach. They're going down to spin in New York City like 3 times a week with their coach, learning how to play, and just we're getting real good. These rackets are amazing. And then Sandra shows up one day and just destroys both of them. Your sister just can't. They can win like 5 or 6 points, and she's just killing them with no practice. And then they quit. I don't know if they've ever played again.
And then they meet me.
Yeah.
And Sam 5 or 6 points.
Yeah, and Sandra can't win a point against you, so it's just like, okay, now we get it. So there it is, down to which is nothing board here, no swing. And they did end up making one no trump in the other room on this board. And that's probably where all roads are going to lead here too, right, guys? There's not...
I think so. It's
Really?
hard to see, hard to predict.
Looks like a no trump all pass. It's hard
Right.
to imagine.
Exactly. No one's going to
Bears get
step out of
7
line.
top tricks.
Let's confirm that, and then we will call it a night for us, at least for this broadcast. And we'll remind you that we're on for one more set today, where we'll have a couple other commentators. I mean, hard to beat this group. Thank you guys for manning the ship without me for a bit. And I will talk to you all very soon. Jay Don, Adam Grossack, Michael Rimstead, gentlemen of the game. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And I think we can guarantee Weinstein's going to pass. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you for another segment today and then 4 more tomorrow, folks. Take care.